Ladies and gentlemen, life is not built on excuses. It is built on decisions. Every single moment you either choose to sit back and explain why you cannot, or you rise up and show yourself that you can. Excuses are comforting because they make us feel less guilty about inaction, but they are also silent thieves of our future. They steal opportunities, they steal growth, and they steal the life we could have had. If today you are not where you want to be, look back at all the excuses you made. They were small, they were harmless in the moment, but together they formed walls that locked you away from your dreams. The question is, will you continue living behind those walls, or will you break them and step into the life you were born to live? Today is about making a choice. Not tomorrow, not next week, not after things settle down today, because if you wait for perfect conditions, they will never arrive. Life will always bring storms, responsibilities, and distractions. But in the middle of all that, you have the power to stop giving excuses and start building the future you desire. It begins with courage, it grows with consistency, and it blossoms with faith in yourself. Excuses are comfortable lies, but they cost you your dreams. Excuses feel safe. They give you a cushion when you don't want to try, when you fear failing, or when you're not ready to face discomfort. But remember, this comfort is the enemy of growth. Every time you tell yourself, I can't, because you are protecting your present comfort, but destroying your future. Those excuses become chains, and before you know it, they bind you so tightly that breaking free feels impossible. When you say, I don't have time, you're really saying, I don't value this enough. When you say it's too late for me, you're ignoring the countless people who started with nothing and changed their entire lives. When you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you're silently signing a contract with regret. The more you repeat these excuses, the stronger they become, until one day you realize you wasted years convincing yourself why you couldn't instead of finding ways you could. Dreams do not die because of lack of talent or lack of opportunity. Most dreams die because of excuses. Excuses become so polished, so reasonable, that you begin to believe them yourself. And when you believe your excuses, you close the door to every possibility waiting for you. Life doesn't punish you for being incapable, it punishes you for being unwilling. The truth is, your excuses are lies. They are not facts. They are your fears dressed up in rational words. And once you recognize that, once you catch yourself making an excuse and call it out for the lie it is, you reclaim your power. That power is the spark that starts your journey of change. You must ask yourself, which do I love more, my comfort or my dream? Because you cannot serve both. Comfort will give you excuses. Dreams will demand sacrifices. Comfort will keep you stagnant. Dreams will make you stretch. And in the end, it is your choice that writes your story. So the next time you hear yourself whispering, I can't, change it to, I must. The shift is small, but the result is life-changing. Excuses will always feel tempting, but they will never bring you pride. Effort may feel painful, but it will give you a future you can be proud of. Excuses may cost you a little ease today, but they will cost you your entire tomorrow. Stop paying that price. Stop the lies. Start the work. Action builds confidence, not excuses. Confidence is not a gift. It is built brick by brick through action. Many people wait to feel confident before they take action, but that is the greatest mistake. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes after it. You can make 1,000 excuses, you can repeat 1,000 reasons why you are not ready, but you will never feel ready until you start moving. Action is the antidote to fear, the medicine to doubt, and the builder of strength. Excuses whisper, you're not good enough yet. Action responds, watch me learn. Excuses say, what if I fail? Action says, what if I grow? Excuses paralyze you, but action liberates you. Every small step you take becomes evidence to yourself that you are capable, and that evidence builds unshakable confidence. The more you act, the less room excuses have in your life. You do not need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. The first step is enough to show you that you can move. The second step builds trust, and the third step gives you momentum. Before you know it, you look back and realize you have climbed higher than you ever thought possible. But this only happens when you stop talking yourself out of action. Action doesn't have to be big. Sometimes the smallest action creates the biggest shift. Writing one page, making one call, saving $1, taking one walk, it all compounds. Over time, these actions turn into habits, habits turn into results, and results turn into confidence. This is how transformation happens. Not through excuses, but through small, consistent steps. Confidence is not arrogance. It is simply the belief that you can handle what comes your way. But that belief can only be built by doing. You cannot think your way into confidence, you must earn it through effort. And the moment you understand this truth, excuses lose their grip on you. When you act, you replace I can't with I did. You replace I don't know how with I figured it out. You replace what if with I tried. And in that process, you become unstoppable. So stop waiting for confidence. Start acting. Because the more you act, the more excuses disappear. And the more your future begins to improve before your eyes. Your future self is waiting for you. Every day you make excuses, your future self pays the price. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. What will that version of you say about the choices you make today? Will they thank you for your courage? Or will they resent you for your excuses? Your future is not created by luck. It is created by habits, by choices, and by the discipline you practice now. Excuses may give you short-term relief, but they always create long-term pain. On the other hand, effort may feel hard now, but it always creates long-term freedom. Which pain are you willing to endure? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Your future self desperately hopes you choose discipline, because regret is too heavy a burden to carry. When you improve yourself today, you are planting seeds your future self will harvest. It could be health, financial freedom, relationships, or personal growth. Whatever you work on today compounds over time. Small actions become big results. Excuses, however, plant weeds. They grow silently until one day you find your future overrun with consequences you never wanted. The version of you that has achieved your dreams already exists. They are waiting for you on the other side of consistency. But you cannot meet them if you are too busy explaining why you cannot move forward. Excuses create distance between you and the person you were meant to be. Close your eyes and picture your ideal life. The home you want, the career you want, the peace you want, the impact you want to make. That picture is not impossible. It is not unreachable. But it is waiting for you to stop making excuses and start making progress. Every day you delay, that picture moves further away. Your future self deserves more than your excuses. They deserve your effort, your dedication, and your persistence. And when you finally arrive, when you look back at the journey, you will realize it was worth every sacrifice, every struggle, every day you chose action over excuses. So remember this. Every excuse today is a theft from your future. Every effort today is a gift to your future. The choice is yours. Growth requires discomfort. Excuses are rooted in the desire to avoid discomfort. You tell yourself, I'm too tired, I don't know enough, or I don't want to risk it. All of these excuses are ways of protecting yourself from pain. But what you forget is that growth lives in discomfort. Every great achievement, every transformation, every success story was born out of someone's willingness to step into the uncomfortable. Think about it. Muscles grow only when they are stretched and torn. Wisdom comes only when we face challenges and learn from them. Success is not comfortable, it is forged in struggle. If you are waiting for comfort, you are waiting for something that will never come. Excuses thrive in comfort, but greatness thrives in discomfort. Discomfort means you are growing. Discomfort means you are moving beyond your limits. Discomfort means you are entering a new chapter of your life. And though it feels hard in the moment, it is the very sign that you are on the right path. The more you avoid discomfort, the more excuses will dominate your life. But the more you embrace it, the faster you will grow. Excuses tell you to take the easy road, but the easy road leads nowhere. The hard road is where you discover you strength. The hard road is where you build resilience, discipline, and character. The hard road may be painful, but it is the only road that leads to your dreams. You must stop seeing discomfort as something to run from. See it instead as a teacher. See it as proof that you are alive, proof that you are changing, proof that you are walking towards something greater. The more you shift your mindset, the less excuses will have power over you. Comfort zones are prisons disguised as safety. They promise security but deliver stagnation. Break free. Even if it hurts, even if you stumble, even if you fall, because on the other side of discomfort is the person you always dreamed of becoming. Stop hiding behind excuses. Start embracing discomfort because your future demands it and your dreams are worth it. Consistency is the secret to a better future. One of the biggest excuses people make is, I tried once and it didn't work. But success is not about trying once. It is about showing up again and again, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Consistency is the bridge between dreams and reality. Excuses break that bridge, but persistence strengthens it. When you are consistent, you build habits, and habits create transformation. It's not what you do once in a while that changes your life, it's what you do daily. Excuses break the cycle, but discipline fuels it, and over time, discipline always wins. Think of water. One drop may seem insignificant, but thousands of drops can carve valleys through stone. Your small daily actions may feel unimportant, but over time, they shape your future. Excuses stop the drops from falling, but consistency makes miracles happen. Consistency does not mean perfection. It means showing up even when it's hard. It means taking action, even when you don't feel like it. It means choosing discipline over excuses day after day until one day you realize your future has transformed completely. Every successful person you admire did not get there by luck. They got there by consistency. They failed, they fell, they struggled, but they refused to quit. They refused to make excuses. They kept moving, and eventually they arrived. Excuses give you instant escape but long-term regret. Consistency gives you instant struggle but long-term success. Which one will you choose? Which one will your future thank you for? Stay consistent, keep moving, because excuses may slow you down, but consistency will carry you into the future you deserve. Excuses may feel harmless in the moment, but they are silent killers of your dreams. They steal your confidence, they rob your future, they keep you trapped in comfort, and they stop you from growing. But when you choose action, when you embrace discomfort, when you commit to consistency, your entire life begins to shift. The chains of excuses break, and the doors of opportunity open. Your future is waiting. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when things get easier. It is waiting for you today. Stop the excuses, start the work, build the future you dream of. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story you keep telling yourself. Change the story, and you will change your future.